Hi folks, Puffin here with your Antifa News Briefa for August 26, 2021 about DeSantis, Governor DeSantis from Florida. This is a coda of a previous one. Just wanted to emphasize, they were playing his speech while waiting for Biden to come to a podium hours before he actually did on Fox News channels. So they would just cut in with this, or even somebody else waiting for somebody else to come to a podium in a different press conference. They would cut in with DeSantis. So a good bait and switch from Fox. So I was watching the DeSantis speech with the Foxers this morning or afternoon, and he was pushing Regeneron. And then the two most just hypocritical things he said was, one, we should not politicize a healthcare treatment, which is all he's been doing for the last year and a half. And two, that and all of a sudden we shouldn't do that when now that it's Regeneron that he's profiting from, that he wants to sell you. And two, the main thing that I thought like all the pundits would have a clip of him saying we'll be talking about today. Maybe they have been. I just haven't seen that on YouTube yet. I was expecting it. And the main thing that he said was that this is free. So don't worry about it because it's free. He kept emphasizing that it's free because, of course, taxes are paying the company that he and Rand Paul and some others invested in. The taxes are paying for it to be free for people to get it. And I'm not saying don't get it. I'm not saying boycott them just because they're a Republican company. If it helps, get it, especially if you can get the vaccine. But for one, he's diminishing the vaccine. He's kind of like poo-pooing the vaccine a little bit. I mean, not as much as he used to be, but still in some ways. And saying, get this thing, with his full endorsement. But it's also hypocritical the way he said, get this because it's free. Taxes pay for it. This is a Republican. So if he wants to profit off Regeneron sales, to the government, paid for by our taxes, he can never claim again that something that the government provides with taxes is costing us money. It's free. So when we want universal health care, it's free. And they can't whine, oh, it's our taxes. Or when we want free college education, it's free. They can't whine, oh, it's our taxes. Because when they want to sell Regeneron, he calls it free. He's not calling the taxes you paying for it. Although, taxes are, of course, collected from people to pay for things. And not complaining about that, just saying don't complain about things we have to pay for. So when we have an infrastructure bill up, you got to vote for it because you can't complain about charging people for what we need and making it free to people. That's the whole exchange. Taking a little bit from the richest people, even taking some from everybody to make something we need free, provided for everyone. So as awful as it was to hear DeSantis making that speech with all that hypocrisy, it was kind of great to know that he's got those sound bites they can always make a gif of, or they can always cut to show, no, you can't complain. You can't say this isn't free because taxes paid for it. When taxes were going to go into your pocket, you told everybody it was free. So again, it did sound like a big scam to me as well. Like he's just part of this big grift, and also still by having banning masks, still trying to get as many people infected as possible, again, to get in more customers, to get more money. Evil. So if we had responsibility, we could really stop this. And it's not just us who suffer, and it's not just the people who choose not to mask who suffer. It's everybody who suffers. And then because we continue processing and passing the virus around in America, it continues in the world even worse. It's like we all have to work together to stop it. And this will teach us all as the world to work together. So that's the one good thing about it. But we got to call these people out for their hypocrisy. Thanks for watching this Antifa News Briefa. Stay tuned for more. And somebody stop DeSantis. Like he should be recalled, arrested for genocide, terrorism, any of this stuff. And there's other people in that category too. But he's just the one that stands out today for just being so blatantly hypocritical and telling people you can't politicize healthcare when he's been doing that and telling people it's free, taxes pay for it. When every other time it's something good for people, he's like, oh, taxes, you can't take our money for taxes. So they can't use that argument anymore, basically. We should have that clip ready to go to invalidate that argument anytime they try to use it. Thanks for watching.